I've had a few people ask me about my skincare and what I do to prep my skin before doing makeup. I start my morning off with obviously washing my face. I usually use the one from Curel, so I would use the Lemon Vitamin Toner from Glow as my first step of skincare. I usually pair it with the Invisible Lyocell pads, and I would spray my skin with the Tower 28 spray. And then I'll move on to a different toner, which is from Skit, and it is their Glutamilk Essence Toner. I feel like personally for me, I like to layer more thinner products like different toners rather than layering thicker products over my skin, because I realized that it will disturb the makeup that I put on top and also the rest of my skincare as well. In the same line from Skit, I also use their serum. I just feel like it's very hydrating and it actually sits very well with all my other skincare as well, and it sits well under makeup. Another serum like lotion, which is from Haba. This is just a really good step for my skin to just get this extra boost of hydration in the morning. And obviously I always pair it with their squalane oil, and I just do one drop of this with the moisturizing lotion. Now for the important step, moisturizer. I actually have 3 different options that I choose between. So the first one would be the On Gradient Skin Barrier Calming Lotion. I really like this moisturizer because it dries down quite tacky. It actually grips onto my makeup really well. And it is a very thin formulation as well, so it doesn't feel heavy on the skin. But now that Australia is getting colder, I now gravitate towards 2 other moisturizers in the morning, which is the Skit B5 Barrier Cream. This is just good for mornings where I'm just only putting the tiniest bit amount of makeup on my skin. And for days that are very dry and cold, I would always go for the Glow Aloe Barrier Support Moisturizer. I love it a lot because it works so well with your makeup. It is a thicker formulation, and that's why I gravitate towards it on those dry days. It's just really depending on what I'm doing that day, the weather, and what my skin needs. And obviously I will top it up with a eye cream now. I have recently been using the Glow Apple Retinol Eye Cream. This is just really good for extra boost of hydration under my eyes, which is the driest area on my face. And then, you guys all know this product. I use the Clé de Peau Correcting Cream Veil. Basically, this is a primer that brightens up your skin tone and also just adds a little bit of SPF. And I usually do my primer before I do my sunscreen, just because my primers aren't grippy, and I've just realized after a lot of trial and error, it works a lot better when I use a primer before I use my sunscreen. And so the last step of my routine would be the sunscreen. My choice of sunscreen lately has been the Dr. Althea Aqua Glowing Sunscreen. This one is just really good for dry skin because it's a lot more moisturizing. That's basically my morning skincare routine before I put on makeup, and I hope this was helpful, and I'll see you guys next video. Bye!